Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I want to talk about a brand new pilot program that's just been launched by the province of Nova Scotia in Canada. Okay guys, so watch this video to the very end so you can get all the information and you don't miss out on any information. Now, the first thing I want you guys to know is that this program has been launched as a pilot program, meaning that it's a tester program. Okay, so after some time, when the government sees how it performs, they can now make it a permanent program. So it's a pilot, okay? Currently, there is a huge demand for construction workers in the province of Nova Scotia. Now, depending on how this program goes or how this pilot goes, the government will now decide to make it a program. Now, let's talk about the benefits of this program. Now, in this program I'm about to share with you, there is no need to create an express entry profile. You don't need an express entry profile. You don't also need a CRS score. CRS means Comprehensive Ranking System. And this is one of the ways the government of Canada is able to, attach points to individuals so they can be selected from the pool for the express entry route. In this very program as well, there is no need for a provincial nomination fee. Now, usually when you're selected by a province to, apply for permanent residence, the government expects you, or the province expects you to pay a provincial nomination fee. In this very program, there is no need for a provincial nomination fee. In this program as well, there is no need for an ECA. An ECA is your educational credential assessment. Okay, usually you need to assess your credentials, what you have in your home country, the school you went to. They need to be sure that what you have, the certification you have or the degree you have, is at par with what we have here in Canada. So that's what we call the educational assessment or the educational credential assessment. There is also no need for a higher education, so you don't need to have gone to a university to be able to apply for this role. A higher secondary school certification makes you eligible to apply for this program. You only need a 1-year experience in a related field to be able to apply for this program. So you don't need 10 years of experience. You don't need 3 years of experience. Just 1 year in a related field or in construction helps you or qualifies you to apply for this program. And also, you only need a CLB band 4 or 5 in your English or French test to be able to apply for this program. Now guys, this is a very minimal score. Usually in PNPs or in express entry programs, you need at least a band 8 to be able to pull through. But this program, you don't need such high scores. With a 4 or a 5, you're good to go. And lastly guys, there is no age limit for this program. Now, ages from between 21 to 55 years old can apply for this program. Guys, all of the benefits I just mentioned are interesting. They make it so easy for anyone who is willing to come to Canada through this route to be able to apply. Now, I know you are wondering what program I've been talking about. The program is called Nova Scotia Critical Construction Worker PNP, guys. That's the name of the program. Nova Scotia Critical Construction Worker Pilot. That's the name of this program. Guys, before I continue on this video, or before I continue in this video, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I want you to hit the subscribe button just to be sure that you are able to get all the information as I release them on a weekly basis. And if you've not liked this video, please like this video so that YouTube can show this video to much more people who might need this information. Thank you so much. Now, Nova Scotia is located in the eastern part of Canada, and it's one of the Atlantic, regions or Atlantic provinces that we have in Canada. It is located around provinces like New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island. Now, like I already mentioned, this program is a PNP program. PNP means Provincial Nomination Program, okay? There are two types of PNP program. We have what we call the Enhanced PNP, and then we have what we call the Base PNP. Now, these two types of categories of PNP are different. I'm going to tell you what makes them different. Now, the Enhanced PNP program requires you to have an express entry program where if you are nominated, you'll be able to get 600 points, attached to your points that you have already. Now, this is the most common type of PNP programs that people know, okay? Now, the base PNP is what we're going to be looking at today. And guys, it is so easy. It is basic. The base PNP does not require you to have an express entry profile. Okay, now the Nova Scotia Construction Critical Worker Program is under the base PNP. The requirements, okay, for a base PNP program is really very basic. So anybody can qualify. Anybody can be eligible to apply, okay? You don't have to have points, okay? All you need to do is apply. Now, let's talk about the eligibility for this program. I'm going to be talking about two different types, okay? I'll be talking about the eligibility for a person who wants to work inside Canada, and I'm going to be talking about the eligibility for employers, okay? What do employers need to have to be eligible to employ people under this program? So these are the two basic things we're going to be looking at in this video. Now, let's talk about one for the candidate who wants to work here in Canada. For that, you need to have a job offer from an employer who is resident in Nova Scotia. So it means that you need a job offer, and the job offer has to be a full-time job, a full-time permanent position. It does not have to be a part-time position. So it means that you need to be working at least 40 hours a week for your employer. Now, the second thing I want you to know is that the job offer has to be non-seasonal, meaning that the job offer has to be valid for all seasons. You don't have to say, this is winter, we are not working during this period because our company doesn't work. No, that will not fly. So it has to be a non-seasonal job offer. The third thing I want you to know is that the job offer must come from an employer who is located in Nova Scotia. And also, the job offer must be from a construction field. So any other field would not fly in this situation. It has to be a construction job. Lastly, what I want you to know is that this is applicable to anyone either outside Canada or within Canada. So anyone who meets all of these, scenarios I just mentioned, even if you're outside of Canada, can apply. For you to apply, you must use your NOC code. NOC codes are now called tier codes, okay? Now, if you don't know your NOC code, you might want to check it. I'm going to drop the link here below so that you can, use the link and identify your NOC codes. Now, NOC codes are what the Canadian government uses to classify the different jobs that we have, okay? You need to know your NOC code to be able to apply for this program. I want you to also remember that we have NOC codes for skilled workers and unskilled workers. Now, unskilled workers, those are people who have skills, high level workers. The NOC code for such people is 0, 1, 2, or 3. These are the NOC codes for the highly skilled people. Then for unskilled workers, you will find NOC code 4 or NOC code 5. Please take note of this. So in other words, everyone or anyone can qualify for this program because they are not concentrating or looking at people who have high skills. So anyone is eligible, as long as you have an experience in this field. Now, let's talk about the educational requirements for this program. All you need to apply is to have a high school diploma, okay? Or anything that shows or proves that you have a certification in a construction field, okay? That is enough for you to apply for this program. And this is also one of the reasons why I said you do not need to have an ECA done, which is the Educational Credential Assessment. No one is going to verify your high school diploma. So that's why that is erased from this program. Now, let's talk about language requirements. Remember I mentioned that you only need a CLB 4 or 5 to be able to apply or eligible to apply for this program. Yes, I said so. But I need you to also know that these scores will depend on your skill. So for skilled workers, okay, all you need to qualify or to be eligible to apply is a CLB band 5. So with a CLB band 5, if you have a NOC code of 0, 1, 2, or 3, then you are eligible to apply. Now for a CLB band 4, CLB band 4 is for unskilled workers, meaning that if your NOC code falls under 4 or 5, then all you need for your language test is a CLB band 4. I hope this is clear. Yes, you need 1 year of work experience, either a recent one or a past one. So it doesn't have to be something that, it can be a recent one, it can be a past one. It does not matter. Now, let's talk about proof of funds. Like, proof of funds will be needed for this program. Yes, because they want to be sure that when you come into Canada, you're able to, settle fast. You're able to, settle down before you, start making money, okay? Start earning from your employer. So your proof of funds has to be there. And this will depend on whether you're a single person or whether you have family members or the number of people in your family who are dependent on you and who are coming with you. Okay, so take this into consideration. Now, let's talk about the eligibility criteria for employers. How do you know if an employer is eligible to employ under this program? Okay, now one of the things you need to know is that not every employer in Nova Scotia is eligible to employ you under the Nova Scotia Construction Critical Worker Pilot. Okay? One of the things you need to know is that the employer must have operated in Canada for at least 2 years. Now, another thing you need to know is that the employer must not be a defaulter, okay? Either in taxes or any other, legal things they need to have been doing, okay? The third thing you want to know is that the employer must be registered with the Registry of Joint Stock Companies of Nova Scotia. So how do you know if these employers are in line, okay, are par with all of these things I just mentioned? You can find out, guys. I'm going to tell you how to do that. Search for business and non-profit information. When you click on that, the next thing you want to click on is Start Now. When you click on Start Now, all you need to do now is to type the name of the company that is employing you. Now, when you click on the name of the company, when you type the name of the company and it pops up, then you are good. Then you are sure that this company is registered with the Registry of Joint Stock Companies of Nova Scotia. So once you are certain that your employer is eligible, okay, the next thing you want to do is to apply. Now, you can apply on this website I'm going to show you right here, okay? When you go to the website, you fill out the form, okay, and upload all your documents. When you submit your application on this website and your application is rejected, an email will be sent to you letting you know why your application was rejected. And if more information is needed or more documents are needed from you to continue with the application, they would let you know. So if that's the case, then you have 10 business days to be able to submit those additional documents or respond to those emails so that your application can be processed by IRCC. Now, once your application is submitted, okay, the government of Canada will notify you if you have been nominated, okay, and if you get nominated, okay, they would issue you a certificate of nomination. Now, with this certificate of nomination, you get a 600 points that would be attached to your profile. Now, you need to know that this certificate of nomination is valid for 6 months. So within 6 months, you are expected to apply for your PR, okay? Or this nomination will become invalid. Now, when your application is approved and you have applied for your permanent residence, you can also request for a letter of support. Now, with this letter of support, you're going to get it from the province of Nova Scotia. Now, with the letter of support, you can now, use it to apply for your, work permits, okay? Temporary work permits, which would allow you to be working in Canada while you are waiting for your permanent residence application to be approved. You can also use the letter of support to apply or renew an existing work permit. Say you have a work permit already, you are already in Canada, but it's expiring soon and you need a renewal. You can get the letter of support from the province of Nova Scotia and use it, okay, to apply for a renewal. Guys, this is all that there is to the Nova Scotia Construction Worker Pilot Program. I hope that my elicitation or my description, guys, English is hard, is enough to help you understand how this program works. And I hope that you're taking these things I'm saying and you're putting them to action. I trust God to help you out and to make a way for you in your immigration journey. Guys, thank you for watching my video. If you're looking for high-skilled paying jobs that can give you, so much money in the tech world, watch this video next.